constituents. It's your bro from another Mo, Ghostradamus, God Emperor 2040, running for God Emperor 2040. So vote for me for God Emperor 2040. And today we are we are working on my song Falling Leaves. This is part 3 in the series of how I make a song generally. And so we've got the drums, bass, chords, arp, and lead already built. Now it's a matter of just fine-tuning and finessing, and I think we're going to build the structure of the track. And here we go. So we're going to go ahead and listen to it. Just we'll do a verse first, just to listen to see if there's anything we want to change in terms of the instrument. Okay, I think I'm gonna actually change the lead because that's a little bit harsh, I think. Let's go ahead and find something else. Let's try this one. No. We're just going through the different kinds of leads, see what we can find that we can start off with. And yeah, that sounds pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and sounds pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and adjust the level here down to just so it's not so loud. Okay, so we've got drums, bass, chord, arp, and leads. So we're going to start building the track in terms of how it's gonna be laid out and how the things are gonna start in and out. I'm just gonna record the whole block of things, and then I'm gonna be cutting things out to create the tension and stuff like that. So we'll go ahead and set up for record here. And so what I like to do is I'll do probably about a series of, for an intro, okay, this will be the first verse right here. I'll probably know what I typically do is 2 verses, and then I'll do 1 chorus, then 1 verse, 2 choruses. This will be the second verse. And if I need to, I can always trim it back and make whatever changes I need to make. Okay, here we go. We'll do a chorus. Ooh, something is a little bit weird. For some reason it's not starting right at the okay, you know what I'm going to do? For some reason it is not starting right at the, it's jumping in front, or it's not starting right at the beat. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to get rid of that arrangement, and I'm just going to grab the verses here, just grab them all, copy, paste, and I'll do that. Stretch this out so it's the right length. Grab this. So we'll do this. That'll put me at what, 30? Okay, so I've got then an intro, and I've got 2 verses. And I'll grab a chorus. Copy that. Put the chorus in. I'll just stretch this out. That's a pretty good long chorus. Okay. At least when it comes to the lead. Okay. That's that. I'm going to grab another verse and a chorus. Duplicate that. Let's go back to the bridge. Copy that. Paste that. And boop-a-doop-a-doop. Now the bridge, I like to do kind of some cool stuff with the bridge. So I'm going to actually make 2 instances of this bridge. So it gives me time to kind of build it and then do a full thing of the bridge. Then I'll do one more set of the chorus. All right. There, and that would put the song at about 3.5 minutes. I might actually extend the length a little bit. And then I'm going to make this guy fade out. So I'm going to go ahead and put it at 0. There we go. So I like having the master volume at 0, so that way it doesn't, like, it's just right there, 100%. You don't need to go 99 or 101%. So I'm going to go ahead and build this so I can take this track volume and just kind of fade it out. So it goes from like 100% down to 0 in this last, 15 seconds or so. Okay, so now I got the song built. I might make some changes to the drums here, just because, having repetitive drums over the whole thing, not really good, but we'll get to it when we get to it. So first thing first, so we're going to start. I like to have only like 1 or 2 instruments to start off with. You don't want to get people like right straight into the song, like boom, right away. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the lead. I'll keep that little ARP thing here to start off with, and maybe the bass. And then I'll create a little lead in for the drums here. So it starts out, so we'll go ahead and play this. This will be our new thing to listen to. So we'll start off like this. And so the drums are just right away is what we're going for with the full drums. So I'm going to actually I'm going to keep the snares. I'll get rid of the hi-hats. We don't need the hi-hats to start off with. So. Okay. So I think I'm going to also keep these drums for the first verse. We're going to keep it just with the simple drums. And then I'm going to actually lower the volume of this. It's still a little bit too loud. I'm thinking what I might do is going to do this. We're going to get rid of this verse part with the chords, and then for this section I'm going to remove the ARP section. So we'll make a transition from this to just then over to the chords. So now you hear the chords. So you hear that little whoop up there with the as it's making the transition from the E to the F. I'm going to actually lower the glide so it doesn't quite do that as much. So try it again. That's better. Okay, I'm relatively satisfied with that. Now, when it comes to the bridge, so we finish up with the second chorus, right? And then we go into the bridge. So with this, the bridge, I like to kind of like clip most everything and just create sort of a fresh sort of sound, so people can tell that it's a distinct something different. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the bass, right? I'm going to get rid of the drums. I'm just going to have the chords and the leads. So let's go ahead and give this a listen to see how it makes that transition. Sounds pretty good, I guess. Then you can hear the ARP coming in. And then I think before it goes into the full everything, I'm going to have it lead in with the drums a little bit. Yeah, and then it'll go back into the chorus. It'll do one thing of the chorus and then kind of fade out. So it'll do one thing of the chorus. Then it'll start the fade out. You hear it kind of coming back down. All right. And I'll put me just a little shy of 4 minutes for a song, which it's decent. Like I ideally you want to, if you're trying to make like a pop song or something that's going to be accessible mainstream, you want to keep it between 2 and 3 minutes. But you know, for this particular album that I'm working on, I'm not, like, most of my songs are going to be between 3, 4, sometimes a little bit over 4 minutes. All right, let's get. Sorry, I had to take a drink of my coffee there. So, the next step is I'll want to work a little bit with the drums because the drums are kind of weak, and I'm gonna work a little bit more on the drums here, and everything else for the most part looks pretty good. I might work with the chorus a little bit more, but I've got kind of now the basic structure of the song, like to create the changes so you can hear when new instruments come in. You know, it'll actually cut one off and put a new one in, so it'll create a different sound, and then we'll put them all together right here. Then we go to the bridge, we'll have only a couple of things, and then sort of build things in. So we'll build in the arp and then build in the drums, then eventually the bass, and then lead that through to the final chorus. And that's how we structure, or that's how I typically will structure a song. And you can basically pick whatever you want. Like you're not like stuck to doing this kind of thing. It's just you want to create a sense of tension, dramatic stuff, so it's not just straight all the way through the same bland sort of soundings or sort of sound. Because after about 2 minutes of listening to the same five instruments just all the way through, like you lose that sense of drama or tension. So that'll be the end of this section, talking about how to structure a song. And then what I'm going to do is probably off camera. I'm gonna work a little bit on the drums, just kind of change up the drum patterns, and then I'll be back to finish up with the last part of the video, which is the mixing and mastering section. This is like the mixing and mastering section is, in my opinion, like just as equally important um, as the construction of the song. Um, it takes about just as much time as the whole constructing a song takes. So that's going to be a pretty long video, but I'll explain the process I do, because as you can hear right now, it does sound kind of bland. Everything's just sort of like, everything does sound like mediocre. But the mixing and mastering is where you get to where you get to make instruments stand out, and sound like they fit, instead of, and it's not such a muddled mess. So that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you for the next one once I work a little bit on the drums. I might also make some changes to the chorus lines, so I'm going to do that in the off screen. You don't need to necessarily watch me do that, because after listening to it, it's like, yeah, the chorus is kind of weak, and I'm going to have to make a little bit of change in terms of the lead on the chorus. So I'll go ahead and make those changes off screen, and I'll be back for the next video.